Welcome back, and right about now we are going to look at how we can activate CSS or make use of CSS in our React application. Okay, so basically I have my program running. As you can see, I already started it up with stats. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and show you guys what I have on the browser, which was a follow up on what we did last time. Okay, so let's just see how we can add background color or basically apply CSS to this our React application. Okay, so what I needed to do is first of all just come here. We have app.js as you can see, and then we have a class name. Okay, we have a class name as you can see, not class but class name, and we have the name of the class here. Okay, so basically in HTML we do make use of class, but here we normally make use of class name. Okay, so the same logic is just the same way it is here. Okay, just the same way it was in HTML. That is still the same way it is here in React JS. Okay, so the only difference is just that you just have to add name, it's capital N. Okay, so you can just go ahead and name this whatever thing you want to name it. I'll go ahead and name it small letter A. Okay, and then I will just save my file, and then as you can see here, I have this imported. Okay, so basically I just need to remove this, although in your own it should be auto imported, because that is how it was when we created this application. Okay, so what I need to do first of all is to create a file under your source. Create a file named app.css. that is if your own doesn't have it at first. Okay, so if you had followed this tutorial up to this point, I believe yours should have it. Okay, so just come here. Okay, as you can see, it's actually empty. All right, now come over to this here app.js, and then just at the top I need to do something. I need to write import, okay, followed by a quotation, and then followed by where your CSS file is. Okay, since my CSS file is in the same directory with my app.js file, I'll go ahead and do /app.csv. that is the name. Okay, once you're done with this, you can actually enter into that. If you don't want to click here to enter into your app.css, you can come here, click on Control or Command if you're on Mac, and then select it. It will take you to that particular CSS file. And remember, we have app as our class name. Okay, so we are looking for a way to add a background color to this. What I can do is just to come in, just your normal CSS. Okay, so in React.js, nothing changed in the CSS. The CSS remains the same way you used to know it back then when you were still learning your CSS. Okay, so you can just go ahead and say app here, and then probably apply a background color, background color of maybe yellow. Okay, and then maybe a text of let's just leave it that way. Okay, let's go back and check it. As you can see, we have our background color to be yellow. Okay, you can decide to add padding just the same way. Okay, you can decide to add padding, and then your padding can be maybe or size can be 10 pixels, and then you can save your work as you can see. All right, so this is if I want to make use of an external CSS. Now there is also an inline CSS in this. All right, there is also an inline CSS, and how you can go about it, first of all, I played that and everything is now plain white. Okay, so if I want to make use of inline CSS, all I have to do is to come here. Okay, on that particular element that I want to apply the inline CSS on, I'll just come here, and then I will type in style. Okay, followed by double braces. Okay, double bracket rather, and then I will say background. Okay, as you can see, I started typing this and it brought up some attributes, some properties for me. Okay, and it says I can take up one I want. Looking at this, you will notice that when I come to this place, assuming I am doing this and I want to type in background color, look at how it is here, because I am making use of an external CSS in React.js, specifically in React.js. Okay, So you can see that I'm having a background and then hyphen color. But then when I come to this particular place, I am having background followed by a capital C. Okay, and then I can now have a column, then followed by quotation, and I can now write yellow, or let me use yellow this time around. Okay, so I need you guys to understand something. When we were working with this, okay, when we are working with this, all you have to do was just to add this and then background hyphen color. Okay, so you have to understand now, whenever you're working with two names, you just have to separate it with what? A hyphen. But here, whenever you're working with two names, you just have to join it together, but then make use of camel case, which means that the first letter can be, first word can be small letter, and then the subsequent words can be capital letter, just the same way we write variables in JavaScript. Okay, so all I needed to do is also to understand that why I was trying to apply this property here. Okay, the value of this our property, I had to enter the blade in quotation. But while we were still yet in the app CSS, that is external file, we don't put a quotation here. Okay, so that is what I want you guys to understand. You can just remove this and then go back to your work and check out if it has been implemented. As you can see, it is now implemented. Okay, so if I eventually want to add more properties, like I want to change the color, you can just add a comma here. Okay, just notice how I'm doing it. It's quite separate from the way you did it from your conventional CSS file. Okay, so you just add a comma and then you can place in color, and then the same way you can now say white. Okay, you might just say padding, and then whenever you want to work with numbers, you don't need to put it in a quotation. Okay, you only put a quotation whenever you're working with normal text. Okay, as this blue is normal text, white is normal text, but I'm working with numbers here, I can just say 20. Okay, so it saves and then it's refreshes here. I will check out my work to see the progress. As you can see, everything is awesome.